Hey, welcome back, everybody, to the Mike and Max Off-Road Podcast. We're the fastest growing off-road podcast in the nation. I'm your host, Mike Austin, and
I'm Max Kraus, and we're taking you from the garage to the trail.
we are.
Dude, I swear the "and" is on my end.
Is it?
I'm pretty sure.
I started throwing it. I started adding it so that you would know
stole it from
I'm
me.
throwing it to you.
But you stole it from me.
I know, but sometimes I just stop.
Because I think it's better for me to say "and Max."
All right, let's do it again. Ready? Hey, welcome back to the Mike and Max Off-Road Podcast, the fastest growing off-road podcast in the nation. Welcome 2020. I'm your host, Mike Austin.
And Max Kraus.
Brought to you by Keep It Simple Off-Road. There. We'll just use them both and see who they like.
Yeah.
I never thought of that. You're right, because you come out with "and."
But now it felt wrong.
The second time?
Yeah.
Let's do it again. No. Hey, everybody. Welcome back to the Mike and Max Off-Road Podcast. I'm your host, Mike Austin. Oh, we're the fastest growing off-road podcast in the nation, brought to you by Keep It Simple Off-Road.
And I'm Max Kraus. And we're taking you from the garage to the trail. Happy New Year.
Woohoo, 2020.
Dude, only 3 openings. We should leave them in.
I'm going to. All of them.
Nice. The first one was good, and I thought we were just going to like
Roll with it.
roll with it. I didn't know you were going to just go like, oh, let's go.
Right.
Dude, so we're back in here, huh?
Yeah, I'm actually
Crazy.
super stoked about it.
I know.
We got to get that shelf back in here. It's
It's on the
really
list.
bugging me.
It's on, see the list?
Yeah.
I mean, it's not on that list, but it's on a list.
Yeah. So it's good to be back in studio for reals.
Nice.
Get those other people that just watch the YouTube channel over
Yeah.
at Keep It Simple Off-Road. Hey, I got a question about that, though. And you guys could DM myself at Keep It Simple Off-Road on Instagram or leave it in the comments of this video.
Oh.
That's the other thing. They like the comments people do to be able to leave comments. Or you can do it over at maximum_max_max.
You know, I found out why everyone has underscores on Instagram.
What?
When you type out your name and you put a space, it's automatically an underscore.
Oh, that's cool.
So space is underscore. Like, at least when you're typing out like a handle name, right? Like,
right.
But I never knew why. Like, I don't remember choosing underscore.
Oh, I thought you added those.
I don't know. And like, I've seen underscores on like everyone's stuff lately. So I'm like,
Yeah.
there's no way everyone like does underscore, right? It's just, if you do a space, it turns into an underscore.
That's cool.
That's where that's from.
Right. So.
What was the question?
I know. I totally lost it. But you guys got to leave whatever I was going to ask you in the comments below.
It'll come back. It'll come back.
I hope so.
Dude, Happy New Year.
Yes, Happy New Year. Thanks.
Thank you.
I was going to bring poppers,
and
and I couldn't find any. I could only find ones you light on fire. And then
we should have done some bottle rockets in here.
I found smoke bombs, and then I was going to light them on.
Stink bomb.
Yeah. It would just be horrible. Would not be good.
I think this it actually doesn't stink in here. I was going to say, like, I feel like it stinks enough, but it actually, I know it doesn't stink.
Right.
So.
Man, it has something to do with these videos. Man, I don't remember. Right on, man.
Dude,
So,
New Year's Eve.
yeah.
Did you go out or did you get some rest before the big trip?
No, I worked on my top.
Oh,
So,
nice. Were all your neighbors out though, and you're out there sewing away like?
no, actually, you know what?
sews?
It was pretty quiet. It was funny. We started watching 13 Hours, right?
Oh,
On the inside of the house or whatever.
yeah.
So it was funny because then I was like, you know what? I got to get this
Is that
top
like the
on.
military movie?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I know
So
what it is.
I was able to patch the top from that giant rip. So I got it on. And then I found the 3 sides. I put them back on.
Yeah, I saw that.
And then,
It was all buttoned up, but wide open.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
And then I saw the old doors. I thought I cut the old doors up. I didn't have the tops. Those were gone. Mm-hmm. But I did have the lower half. And they were apart because I took, it has like a weird triangle in the front.
Yes.
Those were separated.
I remember seeing one filleted open. Like
Yeah.
you undid the stitching to copy
Exactly.
the template.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. Use it for the template.
Yeah.
So I thought, dude, instead of making these doors from scratch, you hear a scratch? Oh,
No, it's just shaking. I keep
gotcha.
bumping it.
I just sewed those pieces back together and threw the green ones back on for the trip.
Yeah.
But since the trips happened, I actually have the bottom doors are done. And now I just have to make the tops. And
Did you use Dorie's advice and just use plywood?
No, but this is funny, dude. So go back to when he said that,
Yeah.
Doree. When Daryl, when he did say use door or the plywood, I thought, shit, I already got door frames. I just went and bought some saran wrap. Then I wrapped them in saran wrap, dude.
You did?
Yeah, and I even wrapped the tops, the whole thing, but you couldn't see out of them. It was so ghetto.
Oh, yeah, as windows.
Anything. Yeah,
Oh,
dude, I
oh.
saran wrapped the whole thing just to block the cold
No, you
out,
can't
dude.
see through it for sure.
Can't see nothing. So I cut it, which was totally dumb. That didn't work either. Then I did find then I decided just to sew the green ones back together. But I got the idea from, remember on Dirt Every Day when Dave and Fred took Clampy, that
Yes.
Toyota across, and they had like They had like floor mats taped
Yeah,
to the door.
yeah,
They had
yeah.
anything to make it warmer again. That's where I was at. So,
I do remember. That was a good episode.
but yes, I am almost done with the top.
Nice.
Legit.
Very nice. I actually didn't do much either. I knew I had to work the next day. So I did go out a little bit, maybe till like 9, and just like chatted around and did some stuff and like had a couple drinks and came home. Like
Right on.
like so I don't just sit at home. You know, like I didn't want to just
Gotta do
sit here.
something.
Like
yeah. Play with the dogs.
Yeah. I mean, I don't mind that, but
Oh, that's. I
you got
had
it?
thought. Yeah, no.
Oh.
But the 13 hours. I was
Oh.
on that movie 13 hours, right? So when I was in the garage sewing, the fireworks started going off. They were so freaking loud.
Yeah.
Dude, it was
like
rattling.
mortars, huh? Like
Yeah.
people had the mortar kind.
So I
the good
grabbed the wife. I said, "Get out here." She's like, "What?" I go, "Close your eyes." Felt like we were in Benghazi. Dude. It was like boom, 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 boom everywhere.
Probably.
It was insane, man. And they're not
Or
very.
that's as close as we can get living here.
Yeah, the dude behind. Yeah,
Well,
exactly.
Till Red Dawn.
I think that's coming.
Nuh-uh.
That'll be a different podcast. That'll be the
Ooh.
political podcast. That
Is it gonna be? What's it gonna be called? Red Dawn.
keep it simple,
or Orange
political.
Dawn. Nice.
Keep it simple politically.
Can people subscribe to that on Patreon
Not yet.
this year?
Nope.
Later this year? Way
I don't
later
know.
this year or
It
next
took me
year?
an entire year to get my doors to get on.
Nice.
That's funny.
Dude, so I know you went wheeling.
Yeah.
If we're ready to move on.
Hey, did you see?
Oh,
You want to know how I know it was a year since I haven't had doors?
because you got a reminder on some app that said 1 year ago you made these.
Nope.
Oh,
I got the last publication printed issue of JP Magazine, and my Jeep's in there, and there's no doors on it, but the blacktop's on.
but does that mean you didn't have them, or were they stashed in the back?
No, it was in Moab, and I know I didn't have them,
Oh, okay.
and that was a year ago.
Because I know you used to use them for highway driving and then stash them.
Yeah, that's true. The whole top was built to
This,
go into the
this
back.
sounds flawed.
That's enough top talk.
Okay.
Hey,
That's a good topic. Top talk.
while we're still kind of top talk, we were still BSing. Did you hear our podcast, the last one?
No.
No.
I mean, I was here. I did it.
Yeah, but you didn't hear what I added. When we
Oh.
said garage talk, I now have a garage door swinging open and a car starting. And then
Oh, nice. Oh, cool. I will listen to it.
yeah.
You know, I just didn't have time.
No, sometimes you get podcast burnt out for sure.
Yeah, yeah.
So, yeah, no party, nothing. What else? Next?
The
trip.
The trip. You went on a trip
Yeah. Oh, you had to work. I was just thinking
the
why
first.
you didn't go.
because it's a weekday. I don't get weekdays off.
Yeah, luckily I would just shifted everything over a
Nice.
day.
That's actually I want to do that. Like work wise, I want to have enough work that I could either spread it out if I wanted to, or do like repairs on Fridays,
Yeah.
or shift my week.
Yeah,
And then I could do every holiday off.
that's what I've learned is if you can go full route, half a day or whatever,
Yeah.
route, and then a half a day, you can move things
Yeah,
all
you can
over.
squeeze those two halves into one.
Yeah. And
Nice.
if your guy
Nobody knows what we're talking
I
about.
know. if your boss would let you it's cool with you working a Saturday, you could always in a pinch just scoot everything down. No?
I don't think. I think he said that in the beginning.
Oh, that's
I think he said no. Don't. He said don't be lame.
right on. So I went out with the crew,
Nice.
freeze our balls off.
Clarkdale, right? That's where it's at. So it's in the Cotton. So you went to Smasher Canyon
Yep.
off-road trip, which is an actual marked trail. Did you find the sign this time?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I know there's been multiple times where I don't know where we started, and
Dude, we were so close when we were looking.
when we did that hill climb and almost rolled.
Yeah. They
Yeah.
had some people were shooting on that hill. I was going to climb
Oh.
it today to see if the lockers would make a difference
Yeah.
or because it was all muddy.
Yeah.
But the people
No,
were
no way, dude.
shooting
And
on
muddy?
it.
No way.
No?
There's
That'd have been awesome.
Yeah, it would have been cool, but remember that big step on the top? Like,
Yeah.
you have to use everything to get up the hill and climb a step.
I told Orange Chris about that when
Mm-hmm.
we were sitting there. I go, that's the hill Max was crazy all twisted up on. So it was
We
cool.
had to winch off of a shrub
Yeah, dude.
because it was about to.
There was nothing anywhere.
Yeah, it like slid in a weird direction, and I couldn't straighten it out.
Yeah.
Like even with the wheels turning, I was using the steering wheel and I was sliding opposite of what I was doing.
I
Still.
should definitely do that. I was just gonna
Oh,
say.
you can find it.
Yeah, I have
in our-
that video.
Yeah.
And I was gonna say like I should write down like Chris from
I know.
Wheel and Wine and Whiskey does at 11:59. Oh, 10.
Take
Yeah.
a drink. Is that what he does? Take a note. Take a drink.
Take a drink. Yeah. Just a sip.
Take a nap during the podcast.
I'll try
I
and
mean,
hunt that down and put it in here in
Awesome.
this video
Awesome.
for
Hell
sure.
yeah.
So
So Smasher Canyon, it's technically, I think it's actually like in Clarkdale, Arizona, but everyone just says Cottonwood because it's like
Cottonwood.
that's the bigger city that it's actually by.
yeah,
But we've been out there a few times in the past couple of years.
I've only ran it once.
Oh,
Just
okay.
once.
No, I've definitely done it like at least 3 times.
Yeah.
But I don't,
It definitely
everyone's
changed.
asking like where it is, and I'm like, I don't know.
Right. It's definitely changed for sure.
Yeah.
It was kind of funny because I bundled up pretty good. I just hate the cold, dude.
Yeah.
I hate the cold with a passion. So I bundled up, heated coat, the other layers, that fancy ass coat that I got, and then put it on. Still froze. It was
Well, but it's a 2 hour drive. It's a 1.5 or 2 hour drive, right,
2
to
in
the
the
trail
Jeeps,
early
yeah.
in the morning.
Yeah, actually, the start time was 9. Meet up at New River at 9, which was legit. You know, I was like, cool. I can leave when the sun's up. It was funny because I pull in. I'm so stiff in clothes. I got so much crap shoved on, and I have a windshield and doors, and I climb out and I'm getting gas, and this dude on a motorcycle, a Harley, pulls
T-shirt.
up just a vest.
Nuh-uh.
I swear to you,
No,
dude.
no, like skin and then
well,
vest.
a t-shirt and a leather
okay.
vest, but not
Okay.
a leather coat, right?
Yeah.
And
No.
he lives in New River. He's a super cool dude. So he pulls up and I go, dude, you're kind of making me look like a huge sissy here, bro. And he's like, it's the Frosty Balls run, dude.
Damn.
So a whole group of them went on this big motorcycle ride.
With barely any like coverings.
No, some of them were smart, but that
Yeah.
guy, I think, he threw this huge party. He told me that, on
shit.
New Year's Eve.
So he's
So,
still.
I think he was still hammered. Yeah, like sometimes the cold feels good when you're hungover, but so it's called the Frosty
Not the
Balls
70-mile-an-hour cold. Like,
ride. Yeah,
I mean, well, I don't know.
I got to get back to riding bikes because I'm a big old sissy. So yeah, but it was awesome. Do you want to hear about it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I haven't heard any. I saw some of the photos, but that's it.
So it was way different than what I remember.
Okay.
I ended up having to winch twice and broke my strap on a rock.
What's like a tree saver?
Yeah, but the long one, the regular
Okay.
strap.
Toe strap.
I wrapped it up around a big rock.
And it
I
just
would-
gave way, huh?
Dude, it cut it, and it frayed like crazy. And Orange Chris is all, no, wait, you got to stop. The thing's gonna break. And he's like, it's already toast, man. And I'm like, well, let's break it, dude.
Yeah.
Here, hold the camera,
Yeah.
and I want to make sure that I'm gonna throw it
Well,
away.
because if it's damaged, you don't want to just roll it up and save it for the next time.
Yeah, I thought it was gonna be a little tear, dude, but it frayed like 3 or 4 feet.
Damn.
It was huge, but it never did break. It held. It still got me off.
Oh, shit.
Off that rock.
Nice.
It didn't just get me off, but
Just-
but yeah. So a couple gnarly rocks. I'm just going through just the tip. Is that
What?
you got?
I didn't say it.
You were gonna say something,
I did. I was going to say that, but go ahead.
right? But yeah. So
I know there's some like real like awkward big boulder stacks where it, like leans you into one and you got to go high over. I think I saw the photo you posted I think that's the one I remember too, where like you roll up to it and you're like, how you gonna get past this without either being turtled in the middle
yeah.
or digging a door on one side? You know?
The one that's on. Oh yeah. That was like the second big one.
Yeah, you got to go just really big over a rock, right?
The first one we went up to, Bear was like, "That's where I got stuck last time."
Oh,
Or maybe it was Daryl said he got stuck and didn't want to go off.
like
it
a
was
big up the pile and down.
on the left.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I was like, "What the hell? I'll jump in there and see what's going on." And I was way harder in there than I was before, and it didn't break those U joints. So
Oh, good.
I was actually like, those joints are pretty tough, dude.
Good.
The
Hell yeah.
but so anyways, I climb up in there. Dude, there's a gap between the rocks that sucked that 39-inch tire up like it was nothing, bro.
Wow.
And we even tried stacking rocks and all this crap, but dude, I couldn't get over it. It would get right to the top and slip off and fall back in.
Damn.
And then I eventually just had to winch off. But Daryl made it through, and Chris both eventually got through it with no winch. And then,
Hell yeah.
yeah, it was cool. And then,
How wet was it? I knew you were worried about the mud
yeah, it was really wet. It was,
Okay.
yeah, I mean,
because that was a raging river not even a week or two ago, or
Yeah.
roughly. I mean,
it changed a lot, and it was weird. It made some of the stuff that used to be really tall shallow.
okay.
Because
like the shelves, there's a lot of shelf.
yeah, because it
climbs.
filled in, but then
Okay.
everything there was mud, so every time you pull up, all your tires were caked with mud.
Yeah.
And I don't want to rag on. I know a lot of people are on those Patagonias, man, but they suck in the mud.
Oh, really?
They're horrible.
Yeah, but does any tire do that good in the rock crawling mud? Yours,
dude, the Toyos, I crawled everything.
nice.
Like never, like even the last ledge,
Yeah.
everything.
Because
dude.
by the time any tire completely fills in, all you have left is whatever the compound is to hopefully scrape and grip, right?
Yeah, but I mean, getting muddy, and we all kind of went through it. Like
so do you think they're softer compound than a normal tire?
the one we're running, yeah,
The 39-inch
yeah,
tires?
without a doubt, because they were like that last ledge thing, which I also want to talk about, where it comes, you go through that really narrow
Yep.
wash, or you can send it on the left, and then
Yes.
you come into the V,
Yes.
right? So that's where I had to winch that time with Bobby Nelson. Remember,
Okay.
There's a picture of it.
Yeah,
somewhere.
to get out of that.
Yeah.
The sideways exit.
I kept slipping down,
Yep.
and the back tires wouldn't climb, and then you climbed it in the JKU, no problem.
Yeah.
Right?
But the wheelbase, like it was different at a sideways angle.
That's what it was. So I want to hit that moment too, that point. I want to tell you about the RC car and that, right?
Mm-hmm.
But at any rate, when I went to that ledge, my tires were completely covered in mud. And it, they were all solid.
Yeah,
You could see
yeah,
the
they're
rubber,
packed.
but it packed, yeah. And then, but same thing, man. It literally
right up.
just climbed it like a goat, dude. Didn't even spin a tire. Whoops. And the
Was that?
yeah, it was my Heim. We forgot to lube these Heim arms here.
Who else? How about Chris Bayer? How are his tires? He has those Nittos.
He did good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He usually struggles if it's like slick and wet.
Right.
Like we noticed that. But
This is why I mentioned the Pats, because they stood out.
okay.
So
Well, because quite a few people run them. Oh, Steve didn't go. So hang on, let me think. Orange
just
Chris.
I think.
Oh,
But some of the easiest stuff, man. You know, the only one.
I saw him winch. There's a couple photos of him in winching.
Wait, is Brian on Pats too? I think. He is.
Yes. Yeah.
So there was both those guys really struggled on. Anytime they were wet with mud, they just weren't gripping at all. Brian, I thought he was a little aired up too high. Like he
Yeah,
wasn't
I don't
barely
think-
getting any flex at all
Yeah.
in the sidewall, you know. But
I think he's definitely scared to lose the tire off the bead, because it's still like running like a regular rim.
yeah, but they definitely struggled without a doubt because Don was behind him with those little monster tires that he has.
Yeah.
But if everything got chewed up before he got to it, he struggled on it too. But everything at that point was wet and covered with mud and all that. Because I stayed in third in line except for the last obstacle, which I happened to go up first.
Nice.
So, but it was cool. It was definitely a lot tighter than what I remember.
Which changes, and we know it was just a rainstorm went through there. I mean,
I totally don't remember that one. I hit the top again, and I had to back up and scoot over. And there's this one little chute that has huge jagged sides coming in from the top. I don't remember that at all.
And if there's boulders in there, you can hit your top.
Yeah.
Yes.
So it had washed out to where now you're on a ledge leaning you through there a little bit. But if you
Nice.
got over far enough, you were fine.
That's awesome.
But it still touched. It's scary because you're like, ding, ding, and then.
Well, and I saw quite a few people had doors, hard tops, like.
Yeah.
I mean,
the only one without it was me and White Chris.
Yeah. And he had doors. But no top, yeah.
But every one of the JKs in that last shoot before the V, every one of those guys, man, like, I don't know, 10, 15 minutes in that thing trying not to take the window out.
Whoa.
Because it was,
So in the chute before the climb.
Yeah.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, nobody wanted to send it. That was so tight, we couldn't get
What,
Brian
what
through.
window? Like any side window or just the rear?
The rear passenger quarter side.
Yeah.
It leans in because there was
The hard top window.
A huge hole there. Chris still bumped his armor. We didn't want to mess up the JL. Is that a JL?
No, of course.
So he gave it a valid effort, tagged his fenders a few times, and then finally went up and around, which was the right call.
How do you go up and
there.
around?
There's a offshoot right there, right before it.
Oh, I don't know.
You can go up to the left and get to the main road.
Interesting. Maybe I never wanted to do it, so I just ignored it,
Yeah. But he did that. They all struggled on that ledge. So I can get to this.
The exit ledge.
Yeah, that V thing. There's just a couple options. You can go straight in the chute, which I believe Daryl tried, but it's just super narrow. It just
That's where we
everywhere.
saw a guy break a pinion, right?
Yeah, the yoke, right?
The
Clean
pinion
off.
yoke.
Yeah. Yep, the guy with the white YJ.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mike, I think his name is. But so I wanted to conquer where I had to winch last time. So when I started playing with that RC car, and I was telling Bobby said, it works the same characteristics as a real car. It absolutely does. So I have that square rock in my front yard, and it's essentially the exact same thing. There's only one way on top of that rock with the RC car, and that was really sideways, and it either flops over or it makes it. You know what I mean?
Like both passenger side tires on it, and then you turn up it?
Almost.
Or?
Yeah. So basically the trick to it was you take the passenger front, you climb up on top, no problem.
Yeah.
Right. Then you turn.
But like diagonal, no, like against, like not straight on, not parallel, like you're 45 against it roughly.
Yeah, even less than that, maybe like 10 degrees from parallel.
Oh, wow.
Right? I mean, you're way stretched over to the left.
Yeah.
So you're going to climb. You climb with the driver's tire already on top, and I was driving until my passenger rear touched the ledge.
Okay. Not climb it, just touch it.
Just touch it, and maybe even start to climb it, because that's where it gets super tippy.
Yeah.
And as soon as it does, that's when you turn into the ledge, right? You start turning passenger. So then
and climb the front to straighten it out.
Exactly. Then the driver driver front touches, and it gets up. So it'll kind of lift the passenger front a little.
Yeah.
As soon as it gets up, as soon as your passenger rear gets on top, you bang driver and ride the ledge like this, and eventually it rolls up.
Oh, so you're dragging one tire in a way.
Yeah, it's
like it maybe not very long, but like it's basically just like trying, and eventually I'd find something to grab.
Exactly, and it's going like so. You go. I can do it at the house next time with the car. I'll show you, but it goes like this, and maybe we'll even I'll do a short video to show what I'm talking about and add it in here. But it goes like that, and to turn it into that ledge when you can flop off at any moment, but it walks right up it.
Nice.
So, but every single person couldn't get up it. They all struggled until we did that technique.
But did some people try to get like 2 wheels up first, two front wheels, and
Actually, you're right. The only person who couldn't do the side swipe was White Chris.
Oh,
and he ended
up. That's just lack of skill.
He ended up being able to clear the belly going straight up it.
Oh no!
And then get the tires on there, and then bang a left and go up. So,
kind of like bumping into it, or
I think everyone eventually crawled it. Anything kind of bump would just spin you sideways and do nothing. But they were like Orange Chris was really struggling with it. Like he was all over the place, both sides trying to get up and out. He's like, "What in the hell, dude?" So we put him on the left side doing the same technique because that whole ledge is way taller than it was before.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like all that has washed down river.
Badass. Yeah.
So, but aside from that, it was awesome. My point of that is playing with that car really helped awesome.
Nice. So what would you think rating wise, 1 through 5? What is that trail?
Oh, 3. 3
Oh, 3?
Yeah, 3.5.
But with a likely chance of damage if you're not careful.
You could. Yeah, but you don't have to do that stuff. Okay. You can bypass all of it.
But not that big chute. You can't not drive through that, right? The one where you said it was all dug out and it took 3 guys 15 minutes each.
No, you can go around that.
Oh, so it's the round.
That's the bypass
you
right in
exit
front
way
of it.
before that.
Right in front of it.
Oh, okay.
So you can get to it, see it, try it, play with it. I don't think it was hard at all. But
yeah, but it's fun.
And it had a lot of it was a blast.
Or so what if you're on 33s?
Yeah, then a 4, I guess.
Oh.
You know. I mean, the scale's not very big.
No, it needs to be like 1 through 20 with.
So let's say
details.
1 through 10. I would say 5 for us or whatever, and then a 7, whatever. You know, if you wanted to break it down even more.
Dang, a 5.
It's not that hard, but the obstacles now. Again, I had to winch twice. There was these little dinky ass rocks.
Again, it was muddy, right? So had it been completely dry,
right? And I was going for the harder stuff.
It's a different story,
right?
Yeah.
I did make a mistake. There's like heavy rock bed over here. There was a samurai stuck out there.
I saw that in one of the photos, dude. I think I know what that boulder section.
Yep.
And it's kind of like off to the passenger side.
No, this was the boulder section's to the passenger side, but I went to the left.
Dude, that boulder section sucks. I think like all of us got stuck in it one time.
Dude, if you saw the picture, I'm completely crossed up both tires. I didn't even see that hole, but it was kind of funny because a couple of times I get in one obstacle, that very first one on the left, that big one on the left. I'm sitting there and I get the front tires up, about to drop the back tires in, and I go, "What's going to happen next?" And Brian's like, he's like, "That's got to be the funniest thing I ever heard, dude." Like, so what happens next?
Yeah.
I should have looked, but both times when I needed a winch, I didn't get out and see what was on the backside, and both times it got me. So I'm not sure I can get over that first one. That's not true. If I put the 60 in there where I can actually try to smoke them a little bit, I'll probably get over it. Yeah. But dude, it was a good time, man.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Did you guys do anything for lunch or anything like that? Hang out, or was it like the drive up and the wheeling and the drive home is a long day? Huh?
Yeah, those guys, half the group stayed up in town and went off. I struggled. Like I went up there with my CO2 tank and it leaked, so I had no air. And then,
there's enough people to hook you up, right?
Yeah, I hooked up to White Chris's tank. For some reason, it wouldn't air up. I used my little single ARB to do the front ones. Dude,
that thing's slow.
Even Bear or Brian with his Schmitty belt one, he smoked me, dude. They're all standing next to my Jeep, just going like, "What in the world?" Dude?
Even the Schmitty belt one's like 5 CFMs or it's something pretty fast.
Oh, is it?
It's a lot of output.
I was struggling hard airing up, so twin ARB, here it comes.
Nice.
We're just gonna handle that crap.
That's awesome.
Because it is. I'll still use.
Pick me one up too.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, we'll just throw them both in there. But it was a damn good time, dude. And yeah, we were just. I think we got out of there around 4, so I knew we were going to be pushing to get home.
Yeah, before it gets too cold and too dark.
Yeah, but for some reason, right at the end during air up, my Jeep started missing really hard. Damn. And I missed all the way home. So
You think it's still that one plug that like it's something different now?
I fixed that. I think it's only running on 7 cylinders because I was struggling getting up one of these mountains.
Yeah.
And that's not normal at all.
Yeah.
Normally I'm barely touching the gas. So I think, I don't know which one it is, but the driver's side far back, I don't think that I need to check the spark plugs. And everything. That thing's bad.
That's how I figured out. Well, I just changed all the spark plugs on mine like 6 months ago just to see what they look like.
Yeah.
Because I feel like it has no power, and I wanted to see if one wasn't like fouled out of
Covered
control.
in oil
but
or something.
They were all right. I mean, and who knows how many miles they had on them, but they were like pretty dirty, but they were consistent.
Yeah.
So I was like,
Did you get more power back or no?
no. Well, I mean, I feel like it drives a little better, but
Who knows?
it's okay. I'll find like a Hellcat, something affordable to put in there, like an easy. I need technically easy power.
Any power at tap.
Yeah, power.
Right.
Yeah, and
If you over 400 horse,
probably
just don't even look at
different transmission, different transfer case. Because otherwise mine will just pulverize.
it. Right.
I'm putting 1,000 horsepower down to wheel an obstacle.
Yeah.
I mean, I got to rev it.
Get in there with Alex Estrada. Estrada.
He's not
Estrada.
driving yet, is it?
No, but that's what he's trying to build. One of those crazy ass things, right?
But
Like a mud truck.
but isn't it? He doesn't have a big engine, does he?
I don't know.
Oh,
I'm sure he's
I
going to
don't-
want one.
Yeah, well, don't we all?
I've been watching
Don't
those
we all?
Dirty Mudder Truckers or whatever, that stupid show.
I haven't seen it. Is it on TV?
It's those, yeah. Oh, it's on Motor Trend. What are those, where they just jump in the pit, mega trucks or whatever?
Nice.
They're fun to watch, but the dramas are for your mama.
Dude, that sounds like a good trip, though. I need
Yeah, it
to
was
get
a
back
blast.
up there, too. And we need to find that brutal trail that links into Smasher Canyon, because I think that'd be a cool, like if we did a camping thing, or remember that, where that really cool little train system, there's a train tracks up on the hill and the river, and there's a real good camp spot down in there.
Yeah, we should definitely do that.
But it'd be better if it wasn't like 20 degrees at night,
Yeah, no, that'd be a great like April
Yeah.
or
Yeah.
May.
Yeah.
And then we could do like blast
we need
through
to-
Smasher.
We need to
camp.
make a calendar.
Yeah.
Like every month has to have one big pre-planned thing so people can kind of schedule their life around it.
Yeah, that'd be dope.
And obviously you can't make it every time, but that way everybody knows. I think it'd be cool.
Dude, you know what we should do? We could lead into this too.
Ooh.
We should get an IG, an Instagram for this.
Yeah.
Right. now
Mike
that's
and Max's off-road
podcast.
Instagram.
I know we don't want to start another one, but we kind of
we
need to.
We talked about it. We're going to start one. So by the time this comes out, look it up.
Right. And we could do a
Subscribe.
calendar on it.
Oh, we can, huh?
Yeah, like post a picture of a calendar and be like,
Oh.
here's
Okay.
the date.
I got you.
You know what
I
I
thought
mean?
you meant like Instagram had a calendar where you could like follow on.
Yeah, that would be cool.
I think
You know,
that's Facebook, how you can have events and
Yeah.
dates
Well, the Rubicon has its own calendar. You know what I mean? Remember,
On
like
what?
that's how we knew.
on Instagram.
I don't even know now. Like if you type in Rubicon calendar, it's out there somewhere. But that's how we knew when we could go. You know what I mean? But yeah. So we should try to hunt something down like that. I don't know. Yeah, that's cool though.
Nice. So I think we're gonna now that it's a new year, 2020, we're gonna put in. I don't want to say we're gonna put in more effort, but we're gonna like change some things and like make the podcast better for us and the listeners, in my opinion.
Yeah, it just came back.
Oh, what do you got?
This is what I was trying to get in the comments. It's just not us talking about wheeling with our friends. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Which is what we kind of originally started.
Yeah.
And that's still cool for most of the content. But if you guys want something specific, like Sean keeps asking gearing and all that, and I keep trying to direct him to other gearing. The gearing's been covered so many
Yeah.
times, but like Steve had said, "Oh, the garage couple's killing you on videos, bro, because that lady put on windshield
know.
wipers."
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But Sean told me, he's
I
like,
tried to watch that and I was like, is he fucking kidding? Like,
Dude,
oh no, we can't cuss on YouTube, huh?
"Oh, you
gotta-
can, yeah."
Oh, okay.
Absolutely. But you should be able to. I mean, that's one of the reasons we're back in the studio is we all need
Yeah.
a video again.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I'm all caught up with
Well,
my
and you
crap.
told me it's been 10 weeks since we did a video.
Isn't that nuts,
That's
dude?
crazy.
Yeah. So, yeah.
So what this year? What do you think we're gonna do? We're gonna do more videos
Yep.
and different styles of videos, right?
Yeah.
So there'll be podcasts and video, but it won't be only in here. Like we're gonna try to get the Jeeps together, like at your house in the garage, and make it comfy and cozy, and like have your neighbor out who was with us wheeling.
Yeah.
Like just as a random example, But like it might be like one view instead of 3 jumping around.
Exactly.
But there'll be a video that's not insanely crazy to edit, but we would rather put out more videos and good content than audio only.
Yeah, exactly. they all have their place. Sometimes
Yes.
we run out of time during the week.
Yes.
And we only have time for audio. Because
Yes.
I can knock an audio out in an hour.
Yeah.
Right? So basically 2.5 hours for the whole thing, recording it and everything. A video like this, 3-camera shoot, that might take 10 hours to
Yeah.
edit, right? Which I don't mind doing. I enjoy doing it as well. But
Good.
I can't also have it consume my life. So,
Yes.
because it gets me where I can't wheel and I won't have time to fix my Jeep. So my plan, well, for instance, like what you were just saying, they can expect, like today when you were working on your Jeep,
Yeah.
if I would have got done with work earlier, I was going to come set up in your driveway while you're working. You could, I'll pull you out real quick. We'll knock out a podcast.
Yeah.
And you can go right back to working.
That would have been cool.
You know what I mean? And things like that. And same thing with my house, because I'm going to end up having the whole front cut off of my Jeep at one point.
Damn.
My plan
Yeah,
is
for your
after
axle.
April. I'll start that after April. But so I'll do videos of building the Dana 60 because I'm
Yeah.
not building it. I'm
But,
doing.
but you're right. While it's all tore apart, we should knock out multiple podcasts to have that as the backdrop.
Yeah.
And talk about specific, hurdles and issues and, that was easier than I thought. Or,
Yeah, and at the finish of it, I'm going to do like I did with my 205 rebuild.
Oh, nice.
I'm going to do a whole video like that of
Yeah.
putting the axle together for anybody who wants to copy what I'm doing.
Nice.
This is going to be a buy once, cry once build.
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
nothing in there's going to be cheap.
That's
you know what I
awesome.
mean? Like there's no chintzy parts.
I have a really good idea for a how-to video that you should do.
Okay.
A how to not put your battery box in that spot. Where you
Do not do this. Well, the point of that would be you have to think ahead of everything.
Yeah.
You have
Yeah.
to be 3 or 4 steps ahead of everything. So,
Well, you didn't know you're going to do coilovers, and didn't you convert your whole drive belt system at one point? So,
Yeah.
when you built it, that probably made sense and wasn't perfect, but it worked really well. Now it's less perfect and it works less well.
yes and no. Actually, the honest truth is that when I built it, I put that there when there was no radiator in it, and then I put the radiator in it, and it never came out until it died.
Damn, 5 years.
And then I was
That's
like,
a good battery.
then I was like, dude, what the hell was I thinking, man? Remember when we were going to weld on your up at Pyatt when yours broke?
Yes.
And I said, we can use my battery, but I can't get it out.
Yeah.
I had already known it wasn't coming out by that point.
And I think that was Aaron's issue too.
That he couldn't get his out.
I don't think his comes out. I don't remember exactly, but I know he pulled up all the way to us on purpose.
Yeah.
And I think we linked him, we definitely disconnected and isolated the truck, but I know we jumped through his battery mounted, I believe.
Dude, I have an idea, actually. All I know is I want to make it to where I can get to it fairly easy.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but you don't need to touch it very much, but
Yeah.
I think it needs to be accessible pretty
Yeah.
quick. So
Yeah, in a really bad situation or whatever.
So yeah, hey man, stay tuned for 2020 because I think
I
it's
got
gonna be
one
dope.
more thing that I'm really excited on. This is one of our original ideas, and we just have never really gotten around to it, or we never really figured out how to do it, or maybe we just didn't try it.
Okay.
But we're gonna do it at the end of a trail, let's say, or we're doing camping would be ideal, right? Like a lunch is kind of tight. But Jeep's in the background. We're just sitting there in our comfortable chairs. Maybe there's a fire in the background.
Yep.
And that would be our podcast, but on video.
Yeah.
And that was one of our original ideas, to do on the trail, to talk about the trail, and to just chat with our friends.
Exactly.
And I don't think we've really done it at all.
No, but you're right. It needs to be done with a camping trip.
Yes.
And
Because
or
we need time.
or a fairly short trail. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, true.
You
Because
know?
like if we end up talking for an hour and a half and the sun's going down, that'll not make it'll probably the camera won't pick it up right.
By the time we got it on, you know what I mean? The other thing would be kind of cool would be like if we had enough people there, like let's just say we did it at that last obstacle on the Terminator.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The crazy one on the left. So they can see physically kind of what that is with the people. Well, I guess they'd do that anyway, but
No, but you're right. You could show it better.
yeah, but so like even if we had everybody there, and I'll just sit behind the camera on a tripod, dude, and I'll just point it
Nice.
to whoever's yapping. You know what I mean?
I like that.
I do too. And you could interview.
Mm-hmm.
I keep bringing it.
Did you ever
but-
see the one I did with Richard? I know. I think I sent you it was 3 10-minute clips because it took Richard so long to get up that obstacle, and in the end he did it in 1 second. But I sat in his Jeep, filmed it. Chris filmed the whole thing from the outside, and we were gonna try to make something out of it, but I think it just disappeared into the.
I saw the little
footage.
clips of you being inside, but I
Yeah.
didn't see anything else.
Yeah.
Yeah, no finished product.
No,
I got a lot of those too.
I think you were gonna make the finished product.
Oh, that was supposed to go to me?
I think so.
Oh.
That's how I remember it. I don't even remember. Maybe we couldn't send it because they were too big, and I
that
probably
might
never
have
went
been
to
it.
your house to airdrop it. Who knows what got in the way, but
Yeah. You're right. I remember something like that.
Mm-hmm. I think little things like that would be cool, just to offer or just to play around with and show different perspectives. And, between Orange Chris, Rich Russ, and myself, we're razzing each other and making fun, there's a lot of funny stuff in those videos.
Yeah, it's funny. Like when I wrote with Chris on Hell's Revenge, there's a lot of funny moments in that, but over the course of 7 hours.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
You can't. I
don't
think we're equipped to record 7 hours in the cab of every Jeep, 7 hours on the trail of someone filming.
No, but dude, I do have an idea.
Who could watch that? Oh my God.
I do have an idea that I want to interject in there though. The next trip out, nice. I had 2 GoPros, but one of them died. So we used to have one.
I think I even saw it in the garage.
Yeah. So I need one more window suction mount and then one more GoPro.
I don't know if I have that, but
we'll figure it out.
We'll just drill a hole in the windshield and bolt it.
Right on.
Well, dude, so we're going to do an Instagram. I'll do it.
Yep.
I already volunteered for some reason. I don't mind. I like Instagram. I'll do Instagram. So look for it. By the time this comes out, it'll already be available. So subscribe. Look for our one photo. Maybe 2.
Yeah.
And we'll just start building that up because we kind of want to take it away from our personal pages. We like our personal pages and they're good to use, but sometimes when you signed up for SEMA or King of the Hammers, it's nice to have an actual let's call it a business face front page, right? Totally not the right words, but everyone knows what I mean.
Yeah.
It's the face of what we're trying to show on Instagram.
Exactly. Or I even tried to fill out to be a partner with Yukon.
Exactly.
And trying to explain where this can go and how we could benefit them. Well, my buddy Max.
Yeah,
and then
he's got a page and I got a page. And
I was trying to show him hey, you got a badass Liberty.
Yeah.
But you have to do your own thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it's
and you can't access my page. If you
exactly
you're not an admin, I guess.
Even though we'll all be talking about it and all those followers that we have.
It's hard to explain though. It's hard to show someone what you think is cool. Especially
when you're filling out a predetermined form.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Which is what they have. So who knows? But
so we're gonna start working on that.
Yeah.
Cool. So more garage podcasts, more trail podcasts. We're gonna actually have an actual Instagram. And of course, like always, we need people to subscribe.
Yep.
Leave a review.
That's right.
And then go ahead and DM Mike for nudes.
I saw that just a second ago. That's too funny. Hey, man. Okay.
No, don't do that.
Do that over at Keep It Simple Off-Road. But
I just wrote that to mess with them.
Right. So I want to say I'll be at King of the Hammers Wednesday through Saturday. Ultra 4 Jones, you dude, if you're going to be there and you want to, nice. I'd like to hook up with you and maybe talk. But if anybody wants to get a little airtime interview or anything like that, DM me and I'll make sure to hunt you guys down.
Are you going to try and do a video out there too? You got approved for it, right?
Yeah. So also in there, I haven't read all the paperwork yet, but it did say we should have internet access out there. I should have Wi-Fi. So I should be able to maybe do some live stuff. I don't know, but it might be like SEMA, but SEMA was so overwhelming to me. I didn't do shit.
Yeah. So. And who knows how much coverage they'll bring for the amount of people, right? It might be a good amount of coverage, but if there's too many people on their phones, because they'll be mobile. There's no cell network out there. There's no what are they're not going to use the real, the
live stream one, get everybody on there hogging it. But no, but I was actually thinking, you just ran your race like crazy.
Yeah.
And you got interviewed by 20 people coming down with, you know what I mean?
You don't want to be generic. You'd rather have something.
Yeah, we're going to talk about
cool at night by the fire and
something different. Yeah,
and
anything.
Jason's going too, right? Jason from Wheeling Wine and Whiskey.
And he's an old hand. He's been 8 years.
Have you guys talked about doing anything together again, like the SEMA thing?
I'm sure we will.
Even if it's just you two, or I don't know if Tyler and Jimmy are going. I haven't. It's not been said, right?
I don't recall either. I do know they're in that little chat about it, but I don't know if they yes or no yet.
Nice.
But yeah, I mean, I know. Yeah,
I like the collaboration ones. I mean, and like you said, it's easier to do a podcast with someone who's done podcasts than it is to kind of get one of our buddies in here that's never done it. Not that it's not bad by any means, but it's more fluid, right? You guys can just talk back and forth.
Yeah, you don't have to tell them how to do.
And no one's like, hey, what? I mean, I'm on the mic, no one's doing that on accident,
No, yeah, they definitely know. They know what they're doing.
And they're catching up to us, man. I think they almost got like what, half the amount of episodes we have finally. So,
I think they still have more. But after Tyler and them, they hit 100 reviews, dude.
damn.
So I was
that's
like,
awesome.
yeah. And
That's because you and I put a couple reviews in.
it was, yeah, maybe. So I looked at ours. We're still sitting at like 36 or 37.
Dude, that's good.
I thought so, but we should be up more.
Look, we don't even have that many episodes. So we have more reviews than we have episodes.
That's good.
Not bad.
You would think that would be
Not
normal.
bad.
But
Speaking of, I bet you if Tyler and Jimmy only have 100 reviews, don't they have more than 100 episodes now?
yeah.
No.
I don't know.
50. They just did. Oh, that's what it was. 50 episodes.
I looked at.
So they're doing all right.
We have the same reviews as Wheel and Wine and Whiskey, though. So,
Oh, the same amount.
yeah, I looked. I
Nice.
was like, let's check that out. But yeah, hey,
This is typing.
so one review a day.
That's the goal.
Yeah, even if you got to grab somebody
Well,
else's
don't tell
phone,
me. Tell them because we're videoing. Tell them.
give us one review a day, please.
Well, and tell a friend because you can only do one review and then you can't do like the same people can't just do more reviews.
Oh, you
Have you ever
can't?
noticed that?
Uh-uh.
Like I looked on Wheeling Wine and Whiskey, right? Because I was gonna give them a review, but I had already done it like a couple months prior and I just didn't remember. So all you can do is rewrite a new one and submit it again, which I did.
Oh, and it updates the new one,
It updates it,
but it still counts as one.
I'm sure it doesn't help them much. Besides, like a better review because I've listened to more episodes now.
You know what drives me crazy is it's not 5 stars; it's 4.8 stars.
Yeah, ours.
Yeah. So,
But that's recent.
It's been it's been there for a long, long time.
Oh.
But I'm trying to find the one that wasn't a 5-star, and you can't get.
So
to
there
them.
must be one 4-star review, right? So like out of 36, if you get one,
I got no idea. But
No.
we gotta crush that
yeah.
person.
Or delete it. Can we delete it?
I don't know.
Oh, so we have 35
I just
reviews.
want to know what they said so that we could fix
Yeah.
it. That's all.
I bet you
I'd
used
like to know where they
something early
live so I
on.
could tell them that we fixed it.
Oh my God, you need his address?
I'm just kidding.
Jesus.
Uh-oh.
Did that say battery?
No, we just happened to catch that one
Yeah.
as it flicked through.
Oh.
We're good.
Oh, it switched.
Yeah. We're okay.
The thing it switches.
Right.
Look at that one, looks dark too.
Yeah, they're on dim to save the batteries.
Oh, nice.
That's camera talk for
Cool.
you folks. So yeah, send me some nudes. Goals.
I think they're DMing you for nudes.
Yeah, that's
You
what
gotta-
that says. Max writes the notes. Whatever.
I'm very mature. That's
Right.
how I got this far in life.
Cool.
I mean,
All right. Finish this up. What's your plans for the next week?
well, I've been working on the Jeep. I got new tires. I got them dismounted because they were 10 years old. Don't tell anyone. And I got the new ones on. I'm trying to do a front diff breather, and I have no clue where to put it yet. And I did another bushing. I've been blowing out bushings, but as I think about it, it's like this one's like a year old, and then I'll find another one. It's like 6 months old.
So they are different spots, not the same spot.
Yes, yeah.
Okay.
It
I was
is
wondering
moving around, but so like the older they get, they're just slowly like blowing out.
Dude, I got a problem too. In third gear, I've got it narrowed down. The vibration is third gear of my SM 465.
Oh,
It's at no anywhere else but third gear, 2,700 RPMs, 460. So if anybody knows that thing pretty well, I need to know. And you can rock the
so
tire.
it could be something is not.
Yeah, you can rock the tire. And my neighbor, you can rock the tire and feel like a flat spot.
Whoa.
It's weird.
So the gear is
I don't know,
misshaped, right?
dude. I don't know what's going on, but my neighbor says he thinks it might be missing a tooth. So
Whoa.
to
And it's
hunt
flow.
that
Could
down.
could you drain all the oil out of it to
Yeah.
see if like you have shavings? Like
Yeah, it even has inspection plates on the side I can yank off and actually look
Yeah.
in there and
Yeah.
dig around.
nice.
But so I don't know what that
I think
is.
it'd be worth it if there's a chance you're missing a tooth. I think that'd be
Dude.
I'd like sometimes you hit like 4,000 RPM. I'm sure when you're going 95 down the freaking 303.
You know what else? Yeah, exactly. You might have that thing lock up.
Yeah.
You know what else is weird? And I don't know if it's the links themselves, but there's just that little bit of play in the link. There's
what
not
link? Like your linked your control arm.
no like it just feels sometimes like. So when a joint is bad, you can grab yours and rattle it.
Yeah.
Dude, I was under there. Nothing is rattling.
I
but
found
it
I found a
feels
good
that
way. I found a good way to see it, right? Because
Okay.
I couldn't move a few of them by hand
Right.
because they seem tight. But what worked for me is it takes two people. You would have to lay under all the joints that you think are suspect, and I'll move your wheels back and forth.
Right.
And what will happen? That's enough weight that the metal ball you can see it moving inside the blown out bushing.
I may have one of those
Yeah.
going on because so after you talked about it,
I got the tool.
cool. My lowers that they do kick in quite a ways. I didn't think they kicked.
They
in
kick
that
in.
far.
They kick in. Yeah.
It's actually got those joints on the frame almost maxed, and I was like, dude, I should.
Oh, so you use straight
Yes.
brackets, but you're
Yeah.
yeah. So you're
It's not perfectly in line like the tops are.
yeah, I understand. We're not going to explain it
Yeah.
to these people, I mean, right?
Yeah.
That,
My mounting
so bad
bracket
at
for
that.
the front link on the frame
Yeah.
side, for the lower
Well,
link
oh, no.
frame side,
I know
is
how
straight.
to. I know how to say it. They sit at 0 degrees.
Yep.
And your arm sits at like 10 degrees.
Perfect.
Yep. Because I bought all my brackets to sit at like 10, 20 degrees
Yep.
or 0 if it needed 0.
So did I, which is
Oh.
dumb. But that particular one is that teardrop bracket, and I have it mounted. It's not on a tube; it's mounted to a flat face. What I needed to do is make a little kickoff for it.
Yeah.
Which I can easily add and do it again, which I will.
Oh, so you'll cut them off?
Yeah.
Wow.
But yeah, they're easy to get to.
Nice.
So
Nice.
it won't be hard at all.
Cool.
That's it.
Well, Happy New Year.
Yes, Happy New Year.
Go wheeling.
Get
Do
out
we
of-
have a slogan? Are you gonna throw it out?
But we forgot to go garage talk and use all my new fancy stuff. What part was garage talk?
We
The Smasher Canyon?
No, it's trail talk.
Trail talk.
Ooh, trail talk.
Trail talk it is. So
Trail talk.
I'm going to
feel
cut
like-
that to the front.
Oh my God. I feel like like it's like, wasn't there a show like The Mighty Ducks? For some reason, it reminds me of that. Like the actual ducks. Like
On that note, fellas, ladies and gentlemen, adios, amigos. I don't know, dude, but let's end it right there. Get out on the trail.
Well, it's called a Trail Up by Black Forest Gear. It's just designed to keep stuff warm when you put it in there. So we'll try it today, see what happens.
And it's designed to mount already on the JK?
Yep.
What is this? What engine?
3.6. 3.6.
All right, cool.